Hey everyone, it's Liz, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys so that I can talk about placements and just a few things that I wanted to go over with you guys regarding placements to give you kind of the general basics of what it means and the strategy kind of behind it. So if you're brand new to this and maybe you've enrolled one person or no people, it's still good to know this information because you want all the volume that you get when you enroll somebody or they're on loyalty rewards program. You want that to be used to help you rank, right? So you don't want dead volume that's just around. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say dead volume, you want volume to help you. Those points that you get people to enroll or on LRP, you want them to help you, basically is what I'm saying. So there's a few key words that I want you guys to keep in mind, and there's some lingo to doTERRA when you start and that I want you guys to become familiar with. So enroller is one of those words. So what is an enroller? The person that introduces you, the new person to the company, gave a sample and signed them up. They are the person that gets 20% of that fast start back, right? If the person that introduced them to the oils isn't doing it as a business or doesn't know or care about making money, you should be the enroller to be sure they get placed in the best spot within your organization. Maybe give that person introduction, you give them free products as a thank you gift, right? So you would be the enroller of the person that you're helping get their own account, okay? The next word that I want you to keep in mind is, my computer, sponsor. What is a sponsor? So you've got enroller and sponsor. So when you're actually going through and signing and enrolling somebody and typing in all their information, something comes about where it says who's their enroller and who's their sponsor. Sponsor is actually just another word that is where they're placed in your organization. So the person they are placed under somewhere in your organization that's best for your structure. The person being enrolled doesn't have a choice where they are placed. You make that choice. So if you're confused by that, basically, if you are the enroller and you want them on your front line, right below you, you would make you the enroller and the sponsor. But if you had an individual that is on your front line and you want them to be under that individual, you would make the individual the sponsor, okay? This is just some terminology. There's other videos that help explain and show some visuals of this, but I just wanted to go over some terms with you guys so that you understand with the other videos what's being said. So what is a user? A person that is using the product for themselves and their family. They have no interest in doing the business, but care about their family's health and using natural solutions. Doesn't always have an LRP of over 100 PV and doesn't order frequently. This will make up about 90% of your organization, okay? So a user is somebody that is using the product, basically, right? A sharer is a person that is using the product for themselves and their family. Plus, they will occasionally talk about it with friends and family. They usually have an LRP of 125, so they get that free product. They are willing to host a class for you and will help you get people to come to the class. So, you know, they're giving out samples, maybe even a little bit. They're talking to people because they can't keep their mouth shut about how much they love oils, that type of thing. Somebody that's sharing. A builder is somebody that is using the product for themselves and their family. They are looking for opportunities to talk about the products daily to other people. They're reaching out to people that might be interested in knowing more about the products, hosting classes often, signing people up as users, sharers, and builders, and want to make money doing the business. They usually have an LRP of about 150 PV a month. So they're really using, sharing, and building when they're a builder. I am a builder. You guys are builders. All right, the next let me see here. Okay, now I don't have anything written here, but capable and committed. So when you're looking for a builder, there's a few different things that you want to take in consideration, but capable and committed, CC, as I sometimes will call it, means capable means that they are able to enroll people. They know how to use a computer maybe. They feel comfortable and confident with talking to other people. Committed means they'll get on every Zoom you have, every training you have, come to every class that you're having, will answer a text message right away, whatever it is, they are fully committed to that. So when you're looking for a builder, you want to think about, are they capable and committed? Are they maybe capable but not committed? Are they committed but not capable? That will help you know where to place a builder in your organization. So keep that in mind. Okay, so this is what naturally happens and what I found, and actually this is exactly what happened to me, is you'll find that users turn into sharers, and then they will possibly turn into builders. What we found is people start using the oils, love them, can't stop thinking and talking about them, and because they work, they end up naturally sharing them. This then leads to wanting to do more as a business, which turns them into builders. That was exactly me. I used the oils for a really long time. I couldn't keep my mouth shut about them. I was sharing them with everybody, and then I turned it into a business. All right, so when you're understanding placement, some of the things that you want to think about is power of three, so that the compensation plan, going back to getting that $50 power of three, the $250 power of three, and then that $1,500 power of three. When you're placing, it really does help you know where to place people. The other way that you can place, which I highly do not recommend, is running straight down a line. You will find videos on YouTube, if you search placements doTERRA, that teach running down a line, meaning you place somebody below them, you place somebody below them, and you go straight down a line. What you'll find is you rank maybe a little faster, but you're structurally not going to be very sound, and so I don't really recommend it. Something else that you need to understand is, what's a wholesale customer versus a wellness advocate? Well, if you're building a business, then you are a wellness advocate. The cost is the same, the setup is the same. There's one difference in the wellness advocate, and you have to put in a social security number or a tax identification number, because you will get compensated, and you can enroll people and build a business. A wholesale customer is like you're shopping at Costco. You have a wholesale membership to somewhere, and you can buy those products at a wholesale price. You can't build a business unless you upgrade to a wellness advocate. So there's the difference. The other cool thing about a wholesale customer is, when they do upgrade, there is possibility of moving them in your organization. So I personally highly recommend enrolling every individual as a wholesale customer first. And then if they're interested in the business, give them some tasks to do, have them set up a class, sit down and have a compensation video plan, go over the compensation plan with them, have them make a list of 100 people, all the same things that we've talked about for the last 6 weeks. Have them start doing some of those things and see if they actually do them and want to learn more. And then when they're ready to enroll their first individual, have the conversation with them about how serious they are, so that you know where to place them, how they can upgrade to a wellness advocate, which is really easy, and then help them enroll that individual. Okay. Another term that I want you to think about is what's called a placeholder. A placeholder is an individual that will never do this as a business, but you can rely on them to get their social security number. But if you have a placeholder and you enroll them as a wellness advocate, you can place people underneath them and start growing a leg. And then when you find a builder, you can actually replace that placeholder with that builder, and they already have volume growing there. So if you put a placeholder in, you want to try to keep it to a minimum of 4 months before you replace them with a solid builder. but the placeholder is there so that you're not just placing a bunch of like wholesale customers right on your front line, that you're placing them into a leg to structure for Power of Three and for, you know, Premier and then Silver and beyond. So that really helps you. Ranking from having enrollment. So I don't know why I even put that on there, but when you're ranking from having an enrollment, meaning you know where to place them in your organization, and then ranking from placing deep. Ranking from placing deep, meaning that if you have people way down low, it can build that one leg up. You know, all those small ones can go up into there, but the problem is if you have a builder that emerges from down in, like, let's say your 6th or 7th generation, it's going to be very hard for you to work with them on a long term to really help them grow. Okay, so keep those things in mind. You want to keep people close to you, but not so close that you can't build structure. Okay, so that's why I always place people on my 3rd and 4th generation max after you have kind of your front and 2nd line established. Okay. And I think that might be, yeah, that's all the video I have for you. Other videos in this series will explain more detail and with graphics, but I wanted to go over some of the terms for you guys so that you understand some of the lingo that happens here with doTERRA and placement strategy. Okay, that is all. Bye.